What's going on, everybody? Chump Change XD here. Hope you're all staying healthy and having a great day. As you guys can see, we got our very first helium miner here. This was purchased from Rack Wireless. They made a limited edition gold version, as you guys can see. And I want to open it up with you guys, so let's check it out. Comes in this nice box. This thing is actually, it's really nice foam. It's not like any low quality fall apart stuff. They have a little pamphlet here on the lid. Basically walks you through how to set it up, I believe. I haven't really looked at this yet. Doesn't seem too complicated though. I mean, it's just a box with an antenna and you plug it in. So this right here is the unit itself. As you can see right there, it says limited edition. There's the serial number and stuff, spot for the antenna. Literally nothing to it. And then on this side, as you can see, there is a Ethernet spot and basically just like the labeling and all that. So I guess what I need to do is first hook up this antenna. All right, so there's everything right there that comes in the box. Got the plug, got the actual unit with the antenna on it. This antenna is massive. It's kind of funny, but obviously being a hotspot miner, this thing needs a good signal. Just want to throw out there that this is not a sponsored video in any way. I purchased this unit with my own money because I wanted to get my hands on some sort of hotspot miner. To be honest, I wasn't sure if this thing was going to ROI, but watching a couple videos from VOSKCOIN and a few other people, apparently helium miners still have the potential to make some actual coins, so I guess it was worth the purchase. And I want to say a few things about this company that I actually really like that I don't like so much about other companies. So this company right here, Rack Wireless, sells these minted limited edition gold spot miners, and they also sell the black spot miner, which is a standard edition. That one's a 4 gigabyte and the gold is an 8 gigabyte, which is the one we have. So they're actually trying to future-proof the network, I guess, with a higher gigabyte, just like graphics cards. So you know how like all the new graphics cards are coming with like 10 gigabytes, 12 gigabytes, and the older ones that you see over here are like 4 gigabytes. And as you guys know, those cards can no longer mine Ethereum like these guys can because you need a minimum of 6 gigabytes to do so. So with them actually trying to future-proof by putting 8 gigabytes in this unit, I think that's interesting to say the least. Another thing, this company will not, and I repeat, will not take your money without having available units ready to ship, unlike some places. This was purchased literally 2 weeks ago and it was received today. Super fast. Not being told that it's gonna come in 2 months, in 3 months, and then eventually it never shows up, and I've still never heard of anybody actually getting one from any of these other places. If you guys sign up for their newsletter, they will inform you when the next batch of cards is going to be available. Apparently sometime mid-November, they're going to have more units available. They will give a 24-hour countdown to tell you guys that these are going to be available and you need to purchase them or they're going to be sold out. So if you don't jump on it, you're probably gonna miss out. But I like the fact that they give you a 24-hour countdown. That is super impressive. So now I need to figure out how to use this thing. I absolutely have no idea. I assume you just plug it in, hook it up to your Ethernet cable, which is located right on the side of it. You set it up, and then apparently this thing has Wi-Fi and you no longer need the actual Ethernet cable. So I guess we're gonna try that out. So let's get down to the studio, let's plug this thing in and we'll see what we can do. All right, so we ended up coming up here to my family room actually because this is higher. This is above the garage. It's the highest room in the house basically. And I have a router up here. So that is scary close, but it reaches. God, this place is a mess. Look at this. Look at this disaster. Absolute mess. All right, I just jacked the Ethernet cable from the Apple TV. Now I need to put it into this. All right, so now Ethernet's plugged in. It's blinking, so it's making connection, which is good. All right, it's plugged into the wall. Now let's get into my phone. I'm gonna do like a screen recording and try to show you guys what I'm doing on the phone, and hopefully it comes out good. So here we go. All right, so right here, you're gonna go to the Helium hotspot. You're going to download that app. Then you're gonna open it. Basically gonna go through the prompts, create an account. You're gonna generate your 12 unique words. It's basically a seed phrase, so you can back up your miner when you're ready or if you need it ever. Then basically all 12 are here and you can swipe through them as you need. So now once you write down your seed phrase, which was those 12 words, make sure you guys put it in a safe place. Don't lose it in case you ever need to recover this wallet. Now you're gonna go in here and choose Add Hotspot. You're gonna scroll down the list until you find your specific hotspot. This one is a rack hotspot, so that's what I'm gonna choose. Then it's gonna go through these slides, basically telling you where to place it, what's not good, what's good. The buildings may block signals, stuff like that. You're gonna allow it to use the Bluetooth. So it's gonna take somewhere within a minute or so to find your hotspot. Gonna choose it. Then it's going to connect the Helium hotspot basically to your app, I guess. Once that's done, you're gonna connect to your Wi-Fi. You're gonna have to scan for the network. This could take up to 3 minutes, so just bear with it. If nothing happens, click it again. That's what I had to do. Then eventually, once it shows up, you're gonna choose it, type in your password. Now basically it's saying that it needs to set up the location, so you're gonna allow the location permissions. So it's basically gonna use GPS to scan your location. What I suggest you do is hit the search icon up in the top right and type in your address to get like a more precise location, but to each his own. If it looks like it's directly on your house, then just click on it. So what you're going to do is now get to the antenna setup, and you're gonna see it says Rack Hotspot Miner, TX/RX gain, 2.3 dBi. In the video I watched to set this up, that is what the guy kept it on, so that's what I'm keeping it on. Then you're gonna convert how high up your Helium miner actually is in your house at the window. Mine's about 20 feet off the ground, so if you don't know meters in feet, you can just ask your phone as you just saw. Type in 6 meters, in my case, 20 feet. That's my location. It's obviously blurred out for the purposes of the video, but you can see that Rack has already paid your $10 location fee. If you're going to move locations, you're then going to have to repay that $10 fee, obviously on your own. Rack only gives you that one time. Then it's gonna register your hotspot, and now you just have to wait for it to sync, basically. All right, so now she is syncing, and I have the antenna pointed directly out the window, as you guys can see, because I guess that is the best way to have these things set up. I think once this thing is done syncing, I'll be able to unplug the Ethernet cable, and then it will be Bluetooth, and I can literally just plug it in and put it up. I'll probably end up mounting it up to the side of the window or something along those lines, just to be basically clear shot straight outside. So yeah, that's all she wrote. We're just gonna leave it pointing at the window and see what happens when she syncs up. So that's really gonna do it, guys. That is the minted gold spot miner. I really think it's actually a really cool design. I'm excited to see what it can actually pull around my area, because I'm not so in the city, I guess. I'm more off the beaten path, so I guess there's probably not gonna be a lot of hotspots around me. But just so you guys know, up above right here, that is where the hotspot miner is in my family room. It's basically just above the garage. This garage ceiling is about 16 feet. It's honestly probably a little more than 20 feet up to where it's at. It's probably gonna come down to the bottom of the windowsill at some point. But, you know, just before we get out of here, I actually wanna open one box that I just picked up. Let's move this over, just because I'm sure this video is gonna be shorter than most. Because obviously you guys know I can't do anything else until this Helium miner syncs. So, let's open this up, see what's inside. We have another RTX 3090 for the Win 3. by EVGA. It's the same exact card as this. So I think at some point I am going to be building a full rig out of 3090s, but it's gonna take me a little bit to get there. So stay tuned for that. I will do a unboxing of this card. We will check it out and get it mining at a later date. Maybe we'll do this in Hump Day hashing. Probably a good idea. But as always, guys, I appreciate you all for watching. Please stay tuned for further information on this helium hotspot. I'm really excited to see how this actually does around this area. It's just, it's different. It's very different having a Wi-Fi miner that literally costs like absolutely nothing to run. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Most of my things around here with the electricity costs are usually just absolutely through the roof, cost me $1 million. So again, guys, as always, appreciate you all for watching. Please stay safe, and I'll see you guys real soon. Peace.